just have fun, just relax. Like, it doesn't have to be your money. So let's go. Love you for vanity. This video is all about positive vibes. Like, I came into this hotel and it's like going on a low budget vacation and it's all paid, okay? But I'm starving. First of all, I have to eat. Like, the beauty of going into a hotel is that you get to have room services, free Wi-Fi, and you can order anything you want. I gotta talk, the Lord defends me. I want them all for going against me. Cause me and all my angels shot the devil up. While you was trying to pull me down or leveled up. I leveled up twice, I leveled up 3 times. He tapped them and told them she's mine. Even when I cried and you above fine. Prepare for a miracle blessing this time. I claim it, raise them, name it, claim it. Every tongue that rises up against me, shame it. I burst of sex in and out my lungs. Got the power of life and death coming out my tongue. I have to take a shower because that's the first thing I think of when I get into a hotel. Like, I want to take a hot bath. My hair is so dirty. Like, so I'm just gonna wash this hair first because the first thing I have to do is me, I don't feel for at all. Original love, I the show person. Me, I be talking to original talk, I the tell person. I be show person. This is the highest I can do right now. Hello guys. So who said living fancy is easy? Like, I had a whole lot of fight in the bathroom trying to on the water heater, and I couldn't understand like how it works. I ended up using cold water though, but I wash my hair. Like, my hair looks amazing when I wash it. Without maintenance, this hair looks like shit. I'm sorry. So I'm actually trying to live this positive lifestyle, no curse word, not expecting, not hoping for anything. That's my New Year resolution and it's working perfectly okay right now. But first of all, I want to make this drink. Like, I have to take off. I can come to a fancy, I know this might not be a 5-star hotel, but definitely this is one of the best hotels I've come to. Like, so, and don't get me wrong, I never said I was fancy or classy. I'm not a classy person. Like like I'm the zero classy person you ever know. So first of all, I think I always see this in the movies where they always, I don't know, maybe I have to get a bigger towel for this, but I'm just gonna manage this. I'm just gonna, is it like this? Does it go this way? Or is it, oh, okay. I don't think it's working. I think, oh, maybe this is too short. Okay, let me get a bigger towel. I'm coming. I'll sing for you. To anybody where to share love, I'll sing for you. So guys, I got this big towel. I don't know if it's too big, but I'm going to try it anyway. Let me try and fold it like this. Then, okay, bring my head this way. This is exactly how it looks, but this way, like, because I don't understand why girls like to do fancy stuff. Me personally, I'm not a fan of anything female related. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I don't like heels, bodycon dresses, nails, eyelashes. That's why I had to lock my hair, because I don't just like the stress. It doesn't intrigue me at all. Like, I'm always having this constant discussion with my sister, because she always tells me, oh, you dress like a guy, you don't wear, female clothes. But I just think that guys' wears are comfortable. I love guys' shoes, guys' clothing. Like, if you ever see me wear a female wear, it's not because I like them. I didn't buy them though. Maybe my sister gave it to me. Ordinarily, if I go to the boutique and I want to buy clothes, I will go for guys' wears. I don't know. I don't want to think what I'm thinking, because when you're a lady and you start wearing those stuff, like, they tell you you're a tomboy or something, or you're a lesbian, but I'm not. Sorry, girls. You know I love you and I always do videos about you guys, but seriously, I don't like them. And you will never know who you are meant to be until you grow up and realize that, okay, I think this is not who I am. I think this is who I am right now. Everything stresses me up about trying to be fancy, classy, girly. I don't care. When I sit, I sit. I don't cross my legs. But I'm going to make my coffee right now. I don't even know what I want to take, if I want to take coffee or tea. So, you see, I'm using my mouth to open this thing. I'm not fancy. And I've accepted that a long time ago. That's why my sister won't take me out. Because she feels like, my sister, she's the girly, fancy type. And I'm not. And I have to accept that. I'm not sure what I want to take. I'm going to mix it together. Yeah. So, nothing fancy, nothing serious. At the end, I just want to live a normal life. Yeah, I want to do things to make me relevant. But even if I don't become famous, it doesn't bother me because at the end, I'm not even looking for fame. I just want to add value to my life. I just want to be relevant in the society. I want to impact life. Like, that's what I really want to do. It has nothing to do with being famous. If it comes, fine. So I'm gonna add sugar. Yeah, like I tend to eat sugar a lot these days. I'm gonna take sugar. Since I don't take alcohol, I don't smoke. The only thing that is sweet in my life right now is sugar. And which I'm gonna deprive myself of it until I reach 30. But since I'm not 30, I'm going to enjoy the sugar. Meanwhile, I'm gonna replace it with honey when I get older. But for now, let's eat the sugar, baby. Part of my New Year resolution is not to get bothered about guys. And it's working out for me like so perfect. On the New Year day, we went out. Anyway, what the? This is not supposed to happen in a okay. Now, that's what I'm talking about. This is supposed to be a 5-star hotel. Okay, not exactly 5-star. Like, I've learned to live my life and not expect anything from anybody, from any guy, even though I'm depending on my sister right now. Like, I know it's so shameful to say, but I'm gonna say it anyways. If there's anything that bothers me, is how I can get money. Yeah, I'm a graduate. There's so many graduates out there, they don't have white-collar jobs and they have to use their skills, work for people, or do odd jobs, or even no jobs. I like practically live miserable life. You ever see someone or a Nigerian living their best life, just be happy for that person. Like, it's not easy to rise to that status quo. There's this slang that say that now who give up, now lose. I told myself that this year 2023 that I'm going to turn things around. Yes, I had a resolution last year, it didn't come to pass. The journey to success is step by step. It's when you blow that people are like, oh, where is this girl, where's this girl? I would say life is not easy. This video is about operating on a high frequency to get rid of depression, anxiety, because as you grow older in life, like I used to tell kids, I say, appreciate your childhood. Be happy. When I see kids, like, because I grew up without the love of a father, it has to do with the mind, because if your mind is telling you, no, you can't do this, you can't be that, that's what is going to manifest in reality. I don't know if you can psychologically picture your mind right now, like I'm washing the dishes and some negative thoughts is coming in. You block it. Block it by not thinking at all, or you replace it with positive thinking. There's this saying in my mother's language that says that it's the heart that is lazy to work. The heart will be telling you, oh, I don't want to stand up and wash the dishes, I don't want to write this song. But I bet you if you take one step towards that writing that book, towards writing that song, towards going for that class, taking that course, I'm telling you it's going to be easy. Like, you're going to realize that, no, this is actually, it's not going to be easy per se, like step by step. They say the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. So each step you take makes you go closer to what you want to achieve in life. Like, I've always been composing songs when I was young, but because I don't have that background, my father was not there, my mom, my mom is the local type. Let me not call her local. I don't know why people actually think local. When you say someone is local, it's a curse word or something. When you say someone is local, like they are orthodox, or they are not, 21st century mom that will push you to achieve what you want to be. These days, when children are growing up, their mom is already looking, oh, this boy likes to drum. Because I know in Nigeria, people are like, oh, you must be a doctor. They don't actually look at the child and study, okay, what do you want to be? You have to psychologically process who you want to be, and it's going to make your journey longer. Watching the TV, you see Rema Boy, Eric Stars, and you're like, oh, look at these people, they are so young. Yeah, for people like us, we have to constantly strive and push ourselves to become that person. Not trying is actually worse than trying. I would like us to live in this reality that life is two-way. Just good and just bad. Just positivity and just negativity. Happiness is not something you just have one day. It's continuous. Yes, I'm happy today. Will I be happy tomorrow? Will I be happy next tomorrow? Will I be happy in the next 10 years? It's a fact you have to consider. Just be a source of... Okay, you see, have you abandoned my coffee? Will I call this a coffee or a tea? I don't know. Okay, it has this weird taste because I don't understand right now. Like, I'm gonna take it anyway. So what am I trying to say? Appreciate the little things that happen to you. Like me eating this croissant. Is it croissant or croissant? Whatever, I don't care. So, like me eating this croissant, it's a good thing. Because some people out there, they don't even have bread to eat. I know you guys might be wondering, okay, like...
Number one key to happiness. Number two key to happiness. Number three key to happiness.
No. When you're operating on a low frequency, you take everything that comes your way. Why are you operating on a low vibration? Your environment could be a factor. Your family, your community, your country. I need to pass this course. I need to be financially free. I want to be happy. These are thoughts that naturally comes to you as a human being. But having the ability to control what you think is like a superpower. Because there's some period in my life where I'm like, okay, no social media. Seriously, if you're not operating on a high frequency, don't go on social media. Because on social media, you can see things that will make you sad, things that will make you cry, envious. Like me, I'm an emotional person. Like when I go on social media and I see people that are sad, people that are hungry, I will be super emotional. Like I'll break down. Like I just can't stand injustice. Control what you hear, control what you watch. Control the people you have around you, because I know there's some people you can't just avoid them, like if they're family. Like mental health is a very big deal. Like if you don't believe that people can appear to be happy but they're actually sad. You see someone dancing every time, you see someone always happy every time, they're not always the happiest. Meanwhile, you see someone so chill and he's actually happy. Like he doesn't have to be opening all his 32. Is it 32 or 36? Whatever. When people try to show that they're happy, they're not actually happy. You are telling yourself that, am I a fool? What are you saying? Am I a fool? To me, you've actually called yourself a fool for even thinking that somebody thinks you're a fool. Are you getting me? Like, I don't know if you get that logic. Like, Black Lives Matters is because it doesn't matter. That's why you're actually saying Black Lives Matters. Why should you talk about white lives when we know that the subject we are looking at is black lives? I'm not saying you should live in a lola land. It's because at the end, being sad about it is not going to change it anyways. So why should you allow your mind wander too much? I'm easy to tears. Like, just tell me one word and I'll start crying. I'm just that kind of person. Sometimes I always feel embarrassed when I realize that, okay, no, I'm not going to cry. No, this is going to make me look like I'm weak. I just find myself crying. Oh, it's so embarrassing. You have to understand what your defense mechanisms are. I know some people's defense mechanism is actually awkward. Like, they'll be the one to first attack you when they notice that they just sense to do this. They will be the first person to do it, which is actually toxic. Try to like obstruct that negativity when it's coming to you. What I tend to do is that I don't give people power easily. Like, if you're not my mother, you're not my sister, you're not someone close to me, why should I give you so much power to hurt me? Especially giving that power to a man. When a girl starts reaching this particular age, let's say from teenager, you start thinking your life is centered around, I don't know if it's the society that has made you think that your life is circled around a man. It's 20 to 30 years old. This is the age that you face a lot of problems. I didn't have a shoe when I was young, but now it's not a problem. The key to happiness is living like a child. Until you start living like a child, you will never be happy. I'm this kind of person, I'm not serious though. Like, I can be very serious when I want to be serious, and I can be very unserious when I want to be unserious. Like, what is all this classy? I'm classy, you have to walk like this. I don't even change clothes often. Like, I can actually count the number of shoes I have, which they are not even good. Like, I don't bother about these things. But it's not that I don't want to have them this time around. I want to have them, okay? Okay, because perhaps I'll be going for shows, who knows? When we're young, these things were not priority to us, especially social media. You go on social media, oh, look at this girl, she's living her best life, flying on a private jet, wearing a Gucci, and I don't know, is Gucci a clothes? Balenciaga, whatever. Anything in fashion industry, makeup, I'm not in it. I'm not saying it's not good, but I'm not in it. I'm not fancy. I've accepted that fact a long time ago. So if you don't want to take me out, fine, because I'm not going to fancy. I'm going to go to that 5-star restaurant and I'm going to eat with my hands, and I don't mind. And don't tell me, oh, she's not fancy. I'm going to put my finger on my teeth and I'm going to remove that piece of meat. Okay? That's what I want to. At the end, seriously, at the end, what I want is just peace. At the end, after going for a show, I want to come back to the comfort of my house and just lay down and sleep. Sometimes just minding your business and just being at home is just the best. Going around, going from one clubhouse to the other and picking problems is a risk. In fact, if you're in Nigeria, stepping outside is a risk. Even sometimes being in your house is a risk, but it's just God that's helping you. Like, I'm just gonna be like plain to you right now. Like, it's not easy living in Nigeria. I used to tell people, like, if you have opportunity to travel out, I'm not saying that it's all rosy out there, but the level of insecurity, the key to happiness might actually be in living a particular country, living a family, living that partner, that relationship that is draining you, that is so toxic, be in getting rid of that addiction. Because what actually leads to addiction, masturbation, pornography, anything that you don't want in your life. Because sometimes maybe these things are actually things that some people want, I don't know. But if that's not what you want in your life, the alcoholism, is it alcoholism? I'm sure you get the point. What makes you get to that point is operating on a low vibration. It's not having the ability to control your mind, not having the ability to block some things out. Okay, somebody is trying to make you feel bad, not having enough money, not finding love, you're feeling insecure about all these things. Yeah, it's good to be hopeful. Hope is what keeps us going. But when you hope too much, you start living in depression. Accept the possibility of failure when you're going after success. The more you fail, the closer you are to getting that thing done. The closer you are in writing a good song, the closer you are in having the perfect skin. Like me, I have acne. Like, if you have a dry skin, girls, you need oil. Like, my tea is actually good right now, like, completely. Yeah, and it's bitter because no direction for this tea. No direction. The earlier you accept that fact that life is a jungle, the better you understand life. If you're a lady, don't build your happiness around anybody, especially a man. You're meeting a guy and you're already fantasizing, oh, he's so cute. Stop thinking that. Cut it out. Cut it. They're moved by big butts and big boobs. And that's why you see a lot of girls, they're going for plastic surgery. They're not comfortable with who they are. They want to have a longer nose, big boobs, tiny waist, and big butts. Then every other lady out there are now thinking this is the standard, that they have to go through some weird thing to get it done. The girl you're seeing on Instagram looking all fancy and good with tiny waist with big butt, she went to a very good doctor and they get this surgery done. Then you as a girl, you are in the village and you're taking all sorts of drugs made by some, let me not call Igbo production, but let me not say that. You understand? I'm always trying not to hurt anybody because, you know, this is positivity here. Some people will be like, oh, I'm so fat. And at 11 o'clock, they're eating pastry, just like I'm doing right now. living in denial that there's a problem is actually a problem. You have to actually acknowledge the fact that, okay, yeah, there's a problem and I have to resolve it. But while resolving it, know that there's a possibility it may not work. But keep on trying, because now who quits, now you lose. Know that there's a possibility that it will not go the way you plan it. Don't live in that la la land that you think that, okay, it has to work, it has to work. Living feeling disappointed each time you try that thing and you fail will actually drain you of all the energy that you were supposed to use to try again. Remember that even though you're not ready for the day, it can't always be night. Keep on failing, keep on failing. One day you're going to get it right. The more you fail, the more you have the chance of getting it right. You have to understand the harsh reality of adulthood. Being an adult is not a joke. I would like to say trust the process. If you take the process out of your experience, you might not have the results you are actually experiencing right now. As a young lady, seriously, sometimes I wish I had someone to talk to me when I was younger. If I would have had a direction by someone older and wiser. Because they say experience is the greatest teacher, but I tell you, there's some experience that time can't heal. I can be happy today and tomorrow I'll be sad. But what's going to give me that spontaneous, continuous happiness is generating a system for myself, creating a space for myself that I can be in control. The poor will tell you money can buy happiness. And it's true, money can buy happiness. The reason why the rich thinks that money can buy happiness is this human nature. Humans are not contented. Think that your happiness is in the hands of another human, you are a big joke. You're going to die sad. Never give any human being that power over your happiness. Just take your time to know that person, to know that guy. Because you might actually meet a guy, you'll be like, oh, I like this guy. Just when you just get to know him, you're like, maybe if you give it 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 months, you realize that that guy is just normal. There's nothing so special about him, yeah? You stop thinking about guys. Please stop. Don't do that to yourself. Think about money. Think about how can I lose this weight? How can I look good? How can I feel good about myself? Coming to your house and just laying down and sleeping in peace without anybody hovering over your head. That might just be the key to your happiness. It's something I've actually realized recently, because I was actually that kind of person. Because, when we were growing up, we were watching all this Nollywood Z word. Like, they've actually make us still think that our life should be centered about men. There's no fairy tale love, guys. So if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up. I don't know why I used to say us. Me and who? And till next time, bye, bye, bye. Love you.